Greg Engel, cupscene.com and Forbes. I'm curious, the schedule came out this week. Do you know about it? Do you guys know about it before we know about it? Does NASCAR come to you at all, or is it just as much a surprise to you and everybody else?
I get an email 2 minutes before the press release comes
Okay.
out, which you guys might get that same email. I don't know. They know, but yeah, I've probably already missed the email by the time I've seen the tweet. So.
And on that same kind of vein, when you look at the schedule, do you look at it from a personal standpoint of, oh wow, we're going back to Chicago and this is cool and that, or is it more of a strategic kind of, okay, we got to focus on this track, or now these two tracks are going to be together, and maybe that's something you do with the team strategically, or right now you just focused on this year?
Yeah, I live week to week during the season, so I would say it's definitely something as we kind of do our end of year review, kind of look at and segment along. Okay, we have X amount of intermediates kind of in a row here. This is going to be a good gauge for where we're at and what we can do and try, and kind of the relevancy and top of mind. But otherwise, I think the only quick glance is you look at where the off week is, and then you see that there's two, and you're like, yes. And I think honestly, but I think that's super important in the way it's staggered too. Like, you know, where we had it this year, having it on Easter is great, but like you're kind of just getting into the rhythm of the season, and then you have the grind all the way until and through November. Whereas next year we also have one kind of right before the playoff push starts, and everyone kind of gets to reset, because the summer does become a grind. It's interesting because for whatever reason, like, whether if it's, you know, going out and promoting races or doing events with sponsors, like everything happens during the summer, to where like it's not just the summer stretch of driving, but also the summer stretch of like promoting and being obviously an ambassador for your partners. All that seems to all happen at once during the summertime. So it's pretty easy to get burnt out. And this is coming from a guy that has no family or kids or a dog or anything else. It's just like, if I'm not at my house, I'm not letting anybody down. So it's a lot harder on others than just me, but you know, I think for the guys and anyone that really travels, as I'm sure you all know. So I think that's exciting, but also, you know, the addition of some tracks and kind of things shifting around are obviously highlights. And the one thing I didn't see was trucks going to St. Pete. I'm very jealous. That was always a favorite event for me.
You weren't alone in that.
I know. I don't know if I look at it as that's an event that, like, I don't know if I'll ever get to drive that track again. It's not like if I want to go to Laguna Seca, like I can go do a track day at Laguna Seca. Like I can go get my fix. Whereas like they're not going to board up the streets of St. Petersburg just for me. Like I'm going to have to go be in a car and race somewhere. So anyway, that's yeah, no, I'd like to. That'd be cool. But definitely a cool addition.
Yeah, Austin Royager, Skyview Sports. Taking a look at the schedule, do you have anything in the back of your mind where you're thinking, I'd rather go to a destination type race like San Diego, or an older track race like North Wilkesboro being a points race, or maybe another track coming on someday? Do you have a wish list, or do you have a thought or preference or anything?
Now you're starting to ask for my opinions, and those don't matter. So there's a ton of racetracks in North America that I think we would all love to go to, whether if those are short tracks or road courses or street circuits. But there's a long list. But I think NASCAR has done a really good job of creating a mixture, but also, you know, not being afraid to try new things. And I think our fan base really relates to that as well, because it's something fun and new to watch. Even if it's not like a home run, it's still going to make you tune in and think about it and have everyone talking about it. So, yeah, I think having Chicagoland back on the schedule, I think will really suit this car. I think everyone could kind of agree with that. And obviously, it's been a while since we've been there, so it'll be interesting to see what that track's like and how it's aged.